In a world overwhelmed with constant distractions and excess, most of us long for peace and clarity. The journey to simplicity is not just a trend. It's a profound shift toward enhancing our well-being and reclaiming our lives. Minimalist Mindset, the hidden formula for true freedom, will guide you in embracing a minimalist approach, helping you to cultivate a mindset focused on intentionality and fulfillment. Throughout this book, you'll discover practical strategies and insights that will clear mental clutter and foster meaningful habits, allowing you to design a life rich in purpose and tranquility. Minimalist Mindset, the hidden formula for true freedom, compiled and published by Timeless Simplicity. Chapter 1. The Minimalist Mindset begins within. The Minimalist Mindset is all about seeking simplicity and purpose in a world rich with distractions and demands. At its core, this mindset encourages us to focus on what truly matters, stripping away the unnecessary layers that cloud our lives. Think of it as a mental decluttering process that could lead to a refreshing transformation in how we perceive ourselves and our surroundings. Embracing a minimalist mindset allows us not only to lessen external clutter, but also to simplify internal chaos. By shifting our thoughts and priorities, we can lay a foundation for greater peace and fulfillment in our lives. Consider the power of this approach through the life of a sculptor. When sculptors start with a large block of stone, they don't see a masterpiece right away. They see potential. With each careful chisel stroke, they remove parts of the stone, revealing a stunning figure waiting to emerge. This act of creation confirms that sometimes less truly is more. Just as the sculptor must recognize which fragments to remove, individuals must assess the aspects of their lives that contribute to stress, confusion, or a lack of purpose. Psychological research has shown that decluttering our physical and mental spaces can lead to increased feelings of control, improved anxiety levels, and greater overall contentment, supporting the concept that a minimalist mindset can powerfully alter our experience of life. A study conducted by researchers at UCLA found that high levels of clutter can lead to increased stress and fatigue, ultimately hindering our ability to engage in meaningful tasks. The researchers highlighted how a disorganized environment could distract us, making it more challenging to concentrate and even discouraging us from pursuing our true goals. By understanding the limiting effects of mental clutter, we can begin reshaping our lives and prioritizing our well-being. This chapter aims to inspire you to eliminate distractions and prioritize what matters most, cultivating an empowered and joyful perspective. Successful individuals, too, emphasize the importance of a minimalist mindset in achieving their goals. Notably, Steve Jobs famously wore a uniform of black turtlenecks and jeans, eliminating the need to decide what to wear each day. By removing unnecessary choices, he could focus more sharply on his work and creativity, ultimately leading to revolutionary innovations. This idea resonates with the principle of cognitive load theory in psychology, which supports the notion that reducing the number of decisions we make can enhance productivity. Striking the balance between simplicity and complexity allows the mind to operate more effectively, leaving room for motivation and creativity to flourish. Adopting a minimalist mindset begins with recognizing that true freedom stems from within. It involves daring to ask yourself crucial questions. What truly brings you joy? What do you value the most? By embracing this introspective journey, you may reveal motivations and desires hidden beneath the clutter of everyday life. Rather than viewing minimalism as a restrictive practice, see it as an opportunity to rediscover the essence of who you are. As you venture forward, remember that cultivating a minimalist mindset is not a destination, but a continuous journey. Even small changes can lead to significant impacts over time. By taking the steps necessary to clear a path to simplicity within, you empower yourself to approach each day with renewed purpose and clarity. As you begin this inner exploration, embrace the idea that you are shaping your life, much like a sculptor revealing beauty from a raw block of stone. Embracing this philosophy can inspire enriching transformations that resonate throughout every aspect of your being. To embrace the minimalist mindset in your daily life, start by incorporating small, achievable steps into your routine that prioritize simplicity. One effective technique is to dedicate a few minutes each day to decluttering one area of your physical space, whether it be a drawer, a shelf, or even your digital workspace. This daily practice can clear away distractions and create a more serene environment, ultimately fostering a sense of clarity. Imagine tackling a small drawer filled with miscellaneous items, removing things you no longer need and organizing the essentials. This not only makes that space aesthetically pleasing, but also elevates your mindset, providing a tangible sense of accomplishment when completed. Another method to consider is to create a daily mindfulness practice, which can be as simple as pausing for a few moments to reflect on your day and acknowledge your thoughts without judgment. Find a comfortable spot, close your eyes, and breathe deeply, focusing on the present moment. This exercise removes the chaos of daily distractions and helps cultivate a sense of calmness. You could also incorporate journaling into your routine after this exercise, allowing your reflections to flow onto the page. Write about what you are grateful for, what you want to achieve, or the emotions you are experiencing. This practice not only brings clarity, but also serves as a powerful reminder of what truly matters in your life. As you continue this journey toward minimalism, remind yourself of the importance of these small changes. They are stepping stones on the path to a more fulfilling, meaningful existence. And don't forget to interact with the community on my YouTube channel, Timeless Simplicity. Subscribing will keep you inspired and provide continual insights into cultivating a life of simplicity. Together, we can explore the beautiful art of living intentionally, embracing the shifts that come from within as we progress on our paths. Chapter 2: Rewiring the Subconscious for Simplicity. Rewiring the subconscious for simplicity is about transforming deeply ingrained thought patterns that often lead to unnecessary complexity in our lives. Our subconscious mind is an incredibly powerful force operating behind the scenes to manage our responses, beliefs, and habits. When we consciously strive to embrace a minimalist mindset, we must also engage our subconscious, reprogramming it with new messages that align with our goals for clarity and intentional living. This process involves understanding how our thoughts shape our experiences and recognizing the potential for positive change when we make a deliberate effort to shift our internal narratives. Imagine your mind as a vast, tangled garden. Over time, weeds grow unchecked, filling this garden with unnecessary clutter and hindering the growth of beautiful plants. To create a healthy garden, you must actively tend to it, pulling out weeds and planting seeds that will flourish. This analogy illustrates the essence of rewiring your subconscious. It requires consistent effort to uproot negative or limiting beliefs and replace them with affirmative thoughts that nurture your desire for simplicity. Psychological research supports this idea, showing that our thoughts have profound effects on our emotions and behaviors. A study by Dr. Barbara Fredrickson demonstrated that cultivating positive emotions can help build psychological resilience, which is critical in transforming our mindset and embracing change. Successful individuals throughout history have harnessed the power of their subconscious to achieve remarkable feats, reinforcing the importance of this mental shift. For instance, Oprah Winfrey often speaks about the practice of visualization in her life, where she vividly imagines her desired outcomes, cementing them in her subconscious. By doing so, she preps her mind to recognize opportunities that align with her goals and aspirations. This method aligns with the principles of neuroplasticity, where the brain rewires itself based on new experiences and habits. With consistent practice, we can instill positive thoughts and promote constructive behaviors that pave the way to a simpler, more fulfilling life. To effectively rewire your subconscious, begin by identifying the limiting beliefs that may be holding you back. These could be thoughts like, "I can never simplify my life," or "I need to accumulate more to be successful." Journal about these beliefs, examining their origins and the emotions they evoke. Acknowledge them without judgment, as understanding their contexts is essential in beginning the reprogramming process. Replace these limiting beliefs with empowering affirmations that reflect your intention to pursue simplicity, such as, "I create space for what truly matters," or "Simplicity brings me peace." With repetition, these affirmations can allow them to seep into your subconscious, ultimately shaping your perceptions and actions. As you embark on this journey of rewiring your subconscious, remind yourself that change takes time and setbacks can happen. Approach each day with compassion toward yourself, understanding that transformation is a gradual process. Picture yourself as a sculptor, delicately reshaping a block of stone, removing excess to reveal the masterpiece within. The intention behind your thoughts will create a ripple effect that resonates long after those initial moments of mindfulness. Ultimately, rewiring your subconscious for simplicity empowers you to reclaim control over your life, encouraging you to embrace positive change and enhancing your journey toward a more meaningful existence. To effectively rewire your subconscious for simplicity, consider integrating mindfulness practices into your daily routine. A simple yet powerful technique is the practice of morning affirmations. Each day, take a few moments to articulate positive statements that reflect your desire for simplicity. For example, stand in front of the mirror and say aloud, "I choose to focus on the essential." Or, "Clarity surrounds me as I embrace simplicity." This powerful practice can set a positive tone for your day and reinforce the empowering beliefs you wish to cultivate. Another method is to create a daily reflection practice, which can be done during a quiet moment, perhaps with a cup of tea or while taking a walk. Use this time to ponder what aspects of your life feel cluttered or overwhelming, and consider what steps you can take to simplify them. Visualize yourself removing these burdens and feel the sense of relief washing over you as clarity replaces chaos. This relationship with your thoughts fosters an open dialogue between the conscious and subconscious, allowing you to identify and ease tensions you may have been carrying. A relatable example of integrating this technique could be seen in the life of a busy professional named Sarah. Sarah felt overwhelmed by her responsibilities at work and her personal life, keeping her from attaining the simplicity she desired. After starting a morning affirmation ritual and afternoon reflections, she gradually noticed changes. Her anxiety lessened, and she began to prioritize essential tasks. Each evening, she would review her day, identifying moments of joy and connection, reassuring her subconscious that simplicity enriches her experiences. As you continue this process of intentional thought reprogramming, remember that consistency is key. Be patient with yourself and celebrate small victories along the way. The journey toward rewiring your subconscious is an evolving one, and by determining to embrace change, you honor your inner growth. For more insights and strategies on simplifying your life, subscribe to my channel, Timeless Simplicity. Together, we can uncover the beauty of living intentionally and cultivating the mindset shift toward a more serene, meaningful existence. Chapter 3. Understanding the Limbic System's Role. The limbic system is a group of structures in the brain pivotal in regulating emotions, memories, and responses to stimuli. In simple terms, think of it as the emotional core of our mind, where feelings and instinctual reactions reside. When it comes to embracing a minimalist mindset, understanding the limbic system is essential. This system affects how we react to the clutter in our lives, not just tangibly like physical possessions, but also in terms of mental and emotional baggage that can weigh us down. By recognizing its influence, we can begin to navigate our choices and feelings more intentionally, forging a path toward simplicity and clarity. To illustrate the importance of the limbic system, consider the experience of a traveler standing on the edge of a beautiful coastline. As the sun sets, the breathtaking colors excite emotion, sparking a deep sense of peace and connection to the world around them. This response is largely driven by the limbic system. The pleasure derived from witnessing beauty leads to a memory tied to feeling relaxed and fulfilled. Conversely, imagine standing in a cluttered room filled with unwanted possessions, visible reminders of stress and chaos. This clutter triggers a negative emotional response, pulling us away from a sense of peace. Understanding how our limbic system processes these experiences allows us to harness greater awareness of our emotional states, enabling us to foster environments that align with our aspiration for simplicity. Scientific research supports the significance of the limbic system in emotional decision-making. For instance, studies have found that the limbic system is activated when individuals encounter their possessions. A study conducted by researchers from the University of Southern California revealed that participants often imbue their belongings with meaning, leading to unhealthy attachments. This connection can pose a significant barrier to embracing a simpler life, as the emotional struggle to let go of items can deter individuals from moving forward on their journey toward minimalism. Conversely, understanding this principle can empower us to separate our identity from our possessions, paving the way for emotional freedom and space to grow. The lives of successful individuals offer insightful examples of how understanding the limbic system contributes to embracing minimalism. Take the late designer David Kelly, founder of IDEO. He emphasized simplifying decision-making to enhance creativity, stating that the fewer distractions one has, the greater focus that can develop. By eliminating unnecessary choices, he facilitated an environment that nurtured innovation. This principle aligns perfectly with human psychology. As we reduce clutter, we enable our limbic system to focus on emotions that foster joy and creativity rather than allow the noise and stress of complexity to dominate our thoughts. As you explore the interplay between the limbic system and minimalism, consider journaling your feelings about your possessions and the relationships you have with them. Reflect on how certain items trigger positive emotions, while others may plunge you into negative thoughts or reminders of responsibilities. This exercise invites self-awareness, empowering you to make conscious choices about what to keep in your life and what to let go. The interaction of emotions, memories, and desires within the limbic system holds the potential for transformation. By understanding its role, you can strategically shape your environment and experiences, creating a path toward clarity and fulfillment that resonates harmoniously with your minimalist aspirations. To harness the power of your limbic system in fostering a minimalist mindset, begin by incorporating mindfulness techniques into your daily routines. One actionable step is to conduct a daily check-in with yourself, where you pause for a few moments to observe how you feel. Ask yourself questions such as, what emotions am I experiencing right now? Or how does my environment affect my mood? This simple practice can help you cultivate awareness of your emotional landscape and identify which elements in your space contribute to clarity or chaos. Another method to engage with your limbic system is to practice gratitude journaling. Set aside time each evening to jot down 3 things for which you are grateful. This can shift your focus from what you lack to the abundance already present in your life. For instance, if you acknowledge appreciating a clean, organized kitchen after decluttering, you can reinforce that positive emotional association with simplicity rather than allowing clutter to dominate your space. This exercise aligns with the principles of emotional regulation and teaches your limbic system to seek out and prioritize uplifting feelings. Consider the story of Mark, a busy father who felt overwhelmed by the daily chaos of family life. By integrating a morning mindfulness practice and gratitude journaling, he realized how his home environment affected his emotional state. As he reflected, he recognized that simplifying his surroundings could lead to more meaningful interactions with his family. By consciously decluttering their shared spaces, he created an atmosphere that encouraged connection rather than disarray, ultimately fostering a harmonious family life steeped in intention. As you begin applying these techniques, remember to be gentle with yourself during this journey. Embracing a minimalist mindset takes time, and being aware of your emotional triggers and adjustments will facilitate a smoother transition. By intentionally engaging your limbic system, you empower yourself to create spaces and experiences that resonate with joy and fulfillment. For further insights and inspiration on this path toward simplicity, I invite you to subscribe to my channel, Timeless Simplicity. Let's walk this journey together and discover the beautiful results that emerge when we commit to living with intention and clarity. Chapter 4. Breaking Free from Mental Clutter. Breaking free from mental clutter involves liberating your mind from thoughts and beliefs that obstruct clarity and simplicity. In a world saturated with information, responsibilities, and distractions, the complexity of our mental landscape can often inhibit our ability to think clearly and act decisively. By recognizing the detrimental impact of mental clutter, you open the door to a more focused and meaningful existence. The goal of this chapter is to empower you to identify the sources of mental noise and effectively simplify your mind, ultimately leading to a renewed sense of peace and purpose. Consider the analogy of a crowded room filled with noise. Imagine trying to have a conversation with a friend while multiple voices and distractions swirl around you. The more cluttered the environment becomes, the harder it is to communicate, listen, or even articulate your own thoughts. This scenario represents the chaos many of us experience daily, in the form of racing thoughts, worries, and burdensome expectations. Scientific research shows that our brains can process only a limited amount of information at one time. A study conducted at the University of California, Irvine, highlighted that the human brain experiences a decrease in productivity due to distractions and interruptions, underlining the significant impact mental clutter can have on our day-to-day effectiveness. Famous individuals exemplify the transformative power of breaking free from mental clutter. Take the author and entrepreneur Tim Ferriss as an example. In exploring productivity, he emphasizes the importance of eliminating unnecessary obligations and distractions, arguing that focusing on fewer tasks deliberately leads to optimal output. Ferriss's approach aligns with the Pareto principle, often referred to as the 80-20 rule, which asserts that 80% of results come from 20% of efforts. By applying this principle to your life, you can prioritize tasks that yield the greatest impact, allowing you to let go of mental clutter that derives from misdirected energy. One practical exercise you can incorporate into your routine is the practice of mind mapping. This technique enables you to visualize thoughts and ideas, helping to disentangle complex mental webs. By writing down a central theme in the middle of a page and branching out various related thoughts, you can gain perspective on your emotions and motivations, allowing you to see patterns that may contribute to mental clutter. For instance, if you focus on a feeling of overwhelm, mapping it out may reveal that it's rooted in a fear of failure or the pressure of responsibilities. By identifying the source of the clutter, you arm yourself with awareness, cultivating an empowered ability to address it directly. Engaging in regular reflection can also aid in breaking free from mental clutter. Set aside time each week to journal about your feelings, experiences, and sources of stress. This practice acts as a mental detox, providing you with clarity while allowing you to prioritize emotional release. By acknowledging and confronting the noise in your mind, you acknowledge its existence and gain agency over it. As you work on decluttering your mental space, remember that it is a gradual journey. Each step you take towards simplifying your thoughts is a win worth celebrating. Give yourself permission to simplify your mental landscape, fostering a greater sense of peace and clarity. Embrace the transformative practice of breaking free from mental clutter, and watch as it cultivates a profound shift toward intentional living, ultimately empowering you to experience life more fully and authentically. To break free from mental clutter, start by incorporating a digital detox into your routine. Designate specific times during the day to unplug from technology, including your phone, computer, and any other digital distractions. Consider setting aside an hour in the evening to turn off devices and engage in an activity that brings you joy and relaxation, such as reading a book or journaling. This practice allows your mind to rest and regroup, creating a calming effect that aids in decluttering your thoughts. By deliberately choosing time away from screens, you can diminish the noise that often floods our minds, enabling clearer thinking. Another effective technique to reduce mental clutter is the 2-minute rule, inspired by productivity expert David Allen. Whenever a thought or task crosses your mind that can be completed in 2 minutes or less, do it immediately, rather than letting it linger. For example, if you remember that you need to send a quick email or refill your water bottle, take care of it right away. This approach reduces the mental load of small tasks and prevents them from snowballing into overwhelming lists of things to do later. If followed consistently, this simple method fosters a sense of accomplishment throughout your day. Consider the journey of Lily, a college student striving to manage her workload. Faced with anxiety over her assignments, she began to practice digital detoxes and the 2-minute rule. By turning off her social media notifications for an hour each evening, she discovered a sense of freedom that positively affected her focus and academic performance. Additionally, by tackling quick tasks right away, she alleviated the mental burden of procrastination, allowing her mind the space it needed for deeper study and relaxation. Lastly, cultivate a continuous habit of reflection by dedicating 5 minutes at the end of each day to simply sit in silence, either meditating or practicing deep breathing. During this time, assess any distracting thoughts and release them without judgment. This practice reinforces your commitment to mental clarity and strengthens your ability to notice clutter before it accumulates. Strive for this balance in the fast-paced world we live in. Embracing these straightforward techniques nurtures a soothing path to awareness and mental wellness. For more insights and practical tips on leading a simpler life, I invite you to subscribe to my channel, Timeless Simplicity. By nurturing our minds together, we can create a more intentional and fulfilling existence. Chapter 5: Emotional Detachment and Inner Peace. Emotional detachment is the process of separating your emotions from the situations and experiences that cause you stress or anxiety. In simple terms, it's about not letting your feelings dictate your responses, especially in challenging circumstances. This concept may sound daunting, but it is essentially about cultivating an objective perspective that fosters inner peace. By practicing emotional detachment, you not only create mental space but also develop resilience against external pressures. This chapter aims to empower you to harness this practice, ultimately leading you to a tranquil mindset where you can navigate life's ups and downs with grace. Think of emotional detachment as learning to float on water. Initially, you may feel anxious or unstable as you try to keep your head above the waves of emotions, fears, and expectations. Yet, the more you practice letting go of the immediate panic, the more comfortable you become in that buoyant space. Floating allows you to drift and acknowledge the emotions as they come, without the need to dive under and struggle against them. This analogy illustrates how emotional detachment enables you to step back, observe your emotions without drowning in them, and maintain a sense of calm. Scientific research emphasizes the benefits of emotional detachment in stress reduction. Studies show that individuals who practice this skill tend to experience lower levels of anxiety and improved emotional regulation, leading to a more balanced and fulfilling life. The stories of successful people often embody the power of emotional detachment. Consider the renowned author and speaker, Brené Brown, who emphasizes vulnerability as a strength while encouraging healthy emotional boundaries. In her TED Talks, she illustrates how learning to detach from negative feedback allows individuals to embrace their worth without letting external opinions dictate their self-value. This understanding aligns perfectly with human psychology. By cultivating emotional detachment, you empower yourself to remain centered and focused on your intrinsic value. One effective technique for cultivating emotional detachment is practicing mindfulness meditation. Setting aside a few minutes each day to close your eyes and focus on your breath can create a profound shift in how you respond to emotional triggers. For instance, when feelings of stress arise, instead of reacting impulsively, you learn to observe those feelings without judgment. Acknowledging they exist but not allowing them to overwhelm you promotes a sense of freedom and clarity. This method is further supported by research, showing that mindfulness practices enhance emotional regulation by training the brain to respond to stress more effectively. Another method to integrate emotional detachment into your life involves journaling about your feelings. Regularly putting thoughts onto paper can aid in processing emotions, allowing you to step back and view them from a more objective perspective. Imagine writing about a heated argument you had with a friend. Rather than simply documenting your feelings of anger or sadness, explore what triggered those emotions and how you can respond differently in the future. This retrospective analysis offers insights that may shift how you perceive similar situations moving forward, further strengthening your ability to detach from overwhelming emotions. As you begin to practice emotional detachment, remember that this journey is gradual and requires patience. Each small step you take towards separating your feelings from your responses enhances your emotional resilience and promotes inner peace. Embrace this empowering process and let it guide you toward cultivating a life that celebrates clarity over turmoil, allowing you to experience authentic happiness in every moment. To effectively practice emotional detachment and nurture inner peace, begin by integrating mindfulness into your daily routine. Designate a few minutes each day for deep breathing exercises. Find a comfortable spot to sit, close your eyes, and focus on your breath as you inhale deeply and exhale slowly. Imagine each breath as a wave gently washing over you, taking away stress and emotional weight. This practice creates a space where you can observe your thoughts and feelings without becoming overwhelmed. By cultivating awareness of your emotional state, you can learn to detach from feelings that often cascade into unnecessary stress. Another powerful technique is visualization. Allocate a quiet moment each day to envision a peaceful scene. A serene beach, a tranquil forest, or a cozy space, all filled with comforting details. Picture yourself there, allowing positive emotions associated with this place to embrace you. When faced with challenging situations in your daily life, recalling this mental refuge can recenter you, enabling a more detached approach to your emotions and reactions. For example, if an interaction at work unsettles you, taking a brief moment to visualize that peaceful scene can interrupt emotional turmoil and encourage a calmer response. Jasmine, a working professional often engulfed in the hectic pace of her job, decided to implement these techniques into her life. With 5 minutes of mindful breathing during her lunch break, she noticed how it provided her a reset, allowing her to tackle the afternoon with renewed clarity and reduced anxiety. Additionally, by cultivating her visualization practice, she found that moments of stress diminished significantly as she prepared for presentations. By channeling her focus into positive, serene imagery, she transformed her approach toward challenges, opting for calm insight rather than emotional reactivity. As you explore these techniques, remain patient with yourself during this transformative journey. Emotional detachment requires practice, and it's important to acknowledge that developing this skill is a continuous process. Each mindful breath you take, each image you visualize, adds another layer of resilience to your emotional well-being. For further guidance and inspiration on embracing simplicity and cultivating inner peace, subscribe to my channel, Timeless Simplicity. Together, we can delve deeper into the enriching practices that promote a balanced, fulfilling life. Embrace these techniques and watch as they illuminate your path to emotional freedom and clarity. Chapter 6: Overcoming Fear-Based Conditioning. Overcoming fear-based conditioning involves recognizing and dismantling the ingrained fears that prevent us from pursuing our goals and living authentically. Fear is a natural human emotion, but it can become detrimental when it transforms into a mental barrier that stifles progress and stifles our pursuit of a fulfilling life. In its core essence, overcoming fear-based conditioning connects us to a mindset of courage, resilience, and determination. By understanding the roots of our fears and actively working to challenge them, we can create pathways that allow us to break free, inviting growth and positive change into our lives. To illustrate the impact of fear-based conditioning, consider the analogy of a tightrope walker crossing a gorge. The fear of falling can serve as either a motivation for caution or a paralyzing entity that prevents any movement forward. Just as the tightrope walker needs to acknowledge the risk without allowing it to dominate their thoughts, we too must confront our fears. Research supports this notion through the study of the amygdala, the area of the brain responsible for processing threat perception. When we perceive fear, the amygdala can flood our system with stress hormones, making it challenging to focus, act, or think clearly. Understanding this physical and psychological response underscores the importance of addressing our societal and personal fears so they don't keep us from healing and growth. Many accomplished figures who have faced their fears can serve as inspirations in our journey towards overcoming fear-based conditioning. For example, J.K. Rowling, the author of the Harry Potter series, overcame tremendous hardships, including poverty and rejection, before achieving literary success. She faced her fears of failure and criticism, ultimately allowing her creativity to flourish. Rowling's story reflects the power of perseverance and serves as a reminder that fear should not dictate our worth or capabilities. Behavioral psychology highlights the value of gradually exposing oneself to feared situations, aptly termed exposure therapy. Over time, each small step taken can diminish the intensity of these fears, improving confidence and actionability. One actionable way to begin overcoming fear-based conditioning in your own life is to start a fear journal. Each day, take time to write down one fear that holds you back from accomplishing your goals. Surround this fear with insights. What triggers it, why it feels overwhelming, and what evidence contradicts its truth. As you explore these fears on paper, notice how writing can offer distance, providing perspective from which you can derive the strength to confront and challenge them. Over time, the act of journaling empowers you to ossify new thought patterns and replace them with affirmations of courage. Another effective method involves the practice of deep breathing or breathwork during moments when fear becomes overwhelming. When anxieties arise, acknowledge their presence and place your hand on your heart. As you breathe deeply, visualize the fear leaving your body with each exhale. Connecting the physical act of breath to emotional release creates a space to transform fear into acceptance and understanding, enhancing your ability to approach challenging situations calmly. Embracing a mindset of discovery and growth allows you to see fears as opportunities for learning rather than obstacles. As you move forward on this journey of overcoming fear-based conditioning, remember to approach yourself with compassion and patience. Every small victory matters. Changing your relationship with fear and paving the way toward authentic living and transformation. To begin overcoming fear-based conditioning in your daily life, it's crucial to cultivate self-awareness about your fears. Start by dedicating a few minutes each day for self-reflection. Ask yourself specific questions like, what fears hold me back? Or in what situations do I feel anxious? Journaling your responses can help articulate these feelings, giving you a clearer understanding of their roots. As you become more aware of your fears, you can confront them with greater intentionality. This practice can help transform fear into a tool for personal growth rather than an obstacle that limits you. Another effective technique involves engaging in gradual exposure to the situations that evoke fear. If public speaking terrifies you, outline a small, achievable goal, such as speaking in front of a trusted friend or family member. By taking incremental steps, you can desensitize yourself to the fear associated with public speaking. For instance, Sarah, an aspiring writer, feared sharing her work. By starting with small writing groups over time, she built confidence and was able to pitch her stories to larger audiences. This systematic approach demonstrates that ultimately, the more you confront your fears, the more manageable they become. Additionally, consider practicing positive visualization. Each morning, take a moment to envision yourself successfully facing a feared situation, whether it's giving a presentation, attending a social event, or engaging in a difficult conversation. As you mentally rehearse the scenario, visualize how you would feel after achieving that success. This method solidifies your belief in your capabilities and fosters a sense of empowerment. Over time, positive visualization can become a powerful tool to combat fear. Harnessing these techniques takes commitment, and as you see small successes, your confidence will naturally grow. Approaching your fears with curiosity rather than avoidance opens new pathways of personal discovery and expansion. For further insights and encouragement on your journey toward overcoming fear and achieving a simpler life, subscribe to my channel, Timeless Simplicity. Embrace the liberation that comes from facing your fears, and remember that every small step leads you closer to a fulfilling life centered around courage and authenticity. Chapter 7: The Science of Thought Reprogramming. Thought reprogramming involves reshaping the internal narratives that dictate our beliefs and behaviors. In simple terms, it's the process of transforming negative or limiting thoughts into empowering ones that align with our goals and aspirations. Just as we might adjust a vehicle's GPS to navigate to a desired location, we can redirect our thought patterns to lead to more uplifting and supportive pathways in our lives. This concept is powerful because it underscores the notion that our thoughts directly influence our emotions, choices, and overall mental health. By actively engaging in reprogramming our thoughts, we can facilitate profound positive change. To better understand the impact of thought reprogramming, imagine a garden. If you want beautiful flowers to bloom, you must plant healthy seeds and nourish the soil. Weeds, if left unaddressed, will not only take up space, but also deplete resources from the flowers. Likening negative thoughts to weeds illustrates how they can overshadow our positive aspirations. Research in cognitive psychology supports this notion by demonstrating how thoughts can become self-fulfilling prophecies. A study from Stanford University found that when students believed they had control over their learning processes, they performed significantly better than those who doubted their abilities. This reinforces the idea that cultivating positive beliefs can enhance performance and overall well-being. Many successful individuals exemplify the transformative power of thought reprogramming. Tony Robbins, a renowned life coach and motivational speaker, often shares his journey from a childhood filled with uncertainty to one of empowerment and success. Robbins emphasizes that changing one's internal narrative, that is, altering the way one perceives challenges, enables individuals to harness their potential fully. His systematic approach to empower others encourages the belief that thoughts are malleable, and thus our perception of reality can be transformed. One tangible way to initiate thought reprogramming is through daily affirmations. Crafting personal statements that reflect your aspirations and values can rewire the subconscious mind over time. For instance, if you struggle with self-doubt, affirmations like "I am capable and deserving of success" can gradually replace negative self-talk with a constructive mindset. Set aside a few moments each day to recite these affirmations in front of a mirror, visualizing the strength behind each statement. This practice not only reinforces positive beliefs, but also transforms your internal narrative at a fundamental level. Another effective technique involves cognitive restructuring, a method used in cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT. This process necessitates recognizing negative thought patterns and questioning their validity. For instance, if you think, "I will fail at this task," challenge that thought with evidence. Ask yourself, what past successes contradict this belief? Or, what strategies can I apply to ensure a better outcome? By actively reframing your thoughts in this way, you cultivate a more objective viewpoint and build resilience against self-sabotaging beliefs. As you embark on this journey of thought reprogramming, remember that empowerment lies within each of us. Reinforcing positive thoughts is not merely an exercise in semantics. It leads to tangible shifts in behavior and an enhanced sense of self-worth. Keep in mind that transformation takes time and consistency, but with each mindful practice, you're paving the way to a more fulfilling and intentional life. Embrace the power of thought reprogramming and allow it to illuminate your path toward clarity, confidence, and authentic living. To effectively implement thought reprogramming in your daily life, consider establishing a daily reflection practice. Carve out a dedicated time each day, perhaps in the morning or before bed, to identify the thoughts that have dominated your mindset. With a journal in hand, take note of any negative or limiting beliefs that surface. As you write them down, challenge each thought by asking whether it is rooted in reality or simply a shadow of your fears. This exercise encourages awareness and provides the clarity needed to reframe those thoughts into positive affirmations, transforming them into declarations of strength and potential. Another powerful technique is to perform visualization exercises that align your thoughts with your goals. Imagine a scene where you successfully accomplish a task or overcome a challenge you face. Picture every detail, from the environment around you to the feelings that arise within. As you hone in on these positive scenarios, your brain will begin to associate success with those tasks, effectively reprogramming your thought patterns. For instance, if you struggle with public speaking, visualizing yourself delivering a compelling speech and receiving applause can rewire your emotional response to that situation, making it less intimidating over time. Consider the journey of Ben, a software developer who previously battled self-doubt about presenting his ideas to colleagues. After employing daily reflections, he recognized his thoughts were grounding him in insecurity. By writing down these limiting beliefs and using visualization techniques, he began to reshape how he viewed his abilities. Eventually, he found himself not only confidently sharing his ideas, but also inspiring others to do the same. As you explore these practices, remember that thought reprogramming is a gradual process that requires patience and consistency. Not every challenge can be overcome in one day, but with dedication, each step brings you closer to a mindset anchored in positivity and resilience. For more insights and techniques to further your journey toward a simpler life filled with intention, I invite you to subscribe to my channel, Timeless Simplicity. Together, we can navigate the transformative power of positive thinking, leading you toward a life rich in purpose and clarity. Chapter 8: Shifting Habits for a Lighter Mind. Shifting habits for a lighter mind entails consciously adopting new routines and practices that alleviate mental clutter and promote a mindset of simplicity and clarity. In its essence, this concept focuses on making small, intentional changes in our daily lives that accumulate over time, leading to significant improvements in how we think and feel. Recognizing that our habits shape our day-to-day experiences is crucial because they either lift us toward our goals or weigh us down with unnecessary burdens. By becoming aware of our habitual patterns and their effects, we can create space for lighter thinking and, ultimately, a more fulfilling life. To illustrate the transformative power of habit shifts, consider the analogy of an explorer navigating through a dense forest. When faced with overgrown pathways or obstacles, the explorer must make the choice to carve out a new trail, fostering the courage to venture into uncharted territory. Making similar choices in our lives, such as replacing a time-consuming or negative habit with one that is uplifting, can yield rewards that enrich our mental landscape. Research in behavioral psychology has shown that even small changes in habit can lead to significant shifts in well-being. A study conducted at Duke University revealed that about 45% of our daily actions are habitual, showcasing the profound impact habits have on our behaviors and overall feelings of fulfillment. Numerous successful individuals exemplify the power of shifting habits as a means for success and clarity. For instance, renowned author and entrepreneur Tim Ferriss emphasizes the importance of designing your day around specific habits that foster productivity. By tackling his most important tasks early in the day when his mind is fresh, Ferriss creates a ripple effect that shapes his overall productivity and well-being. This insight resonates with the concept of the keystone habit, which refers to a small change that can subsequently lead to larger transformations in other areas of life. To start shifting your habits toward a lighter mind, begin by identifying one habit that no longer serves you. Reflect on how it impacts your mental state and consider what new habit could replace it. For instance, if your afternoon routine revolves around scrolling through social media, replace it with a 5-minute mindfulness practice to realign yourself and promote mental clarity. Approach this shift with an open heart, recognizing that change takes time. Additionally, consider implementing a gratitude practice into your routine. Taking a few moments each day to reflect on 3 things you are thankful for can positively influence your mindset. Explore how simple moments, like enjoying a cup of tea in the morning or the warmth of a hug, can shift your focus toward appreciation. As you engage in this practice, the accumulated positivity can gradually lighten your mindset, helping to dissolve tension and embrace joy. As you embark on this journey of habit transformation, remain gentle with yourself. Emphasize progress, not perfection, understanding that each small step contributes to the overarching goal of a lighter, more mindful existence. Through consistent effort and reflection, you create the opportunity for profound change from within, fostering a mindset that embraces simplicity and clarity. Embrace the journey of shifting habits and allow them to carve the path toward a fulfilling life, bathed in intentionality and emotional balance. To effectively implement shifts in your habits toward a lighter mind, start each day by setting a clear intention. Take a moment in the morning to reflect on what you want to achieve that day. For example, if your goal is to maintain a more organized workspace, visualize a clutter-free environment and commit to keeping it that way. This intentionality cultivates a proactive mindset, allowing you to approach tasks with clarity and purpose throughout the day. Each intention aligns with your decision-making, enabling you to create positive habits that support your mental well-being. One practical technique to consider is creating a habit tracker. This can be a simple chart where you mark your progress with any new habits you're cultivating each day. For instance, if you want to incorporate daily gratitude into your routine, list it on your tracker and check off each day you complete it. The visual representation not only offers motivation as you see consistent progress, but can also help establish accountability. Tangible milestones reinforce your commitment to positive change. Sarah, a busy professional, used her habit tracker to commit to daily exercise after work. Initially a challenge, seeing her progress helped reinforce her choices, creating a sustainable and uplifting habit in her life. Another method to shift your habits is to engage in a 30-day habit challenge. Identify a habit you want to cultivate, like reading for 30 minutes each day or practicing mindfulness meditation. Committing to this time frame allows you to focus your energy and forces you to prioritize it within your routine. For instance, John realized that he had been spending too much time in front of screens. By substituting half an hour of screen time with reading, he not only expanded his knowledge, but found a satisfying form of escapism that facilitated mental clarity. As you begin to experience the benefits of these newly integrated habits, remember to celebrate your achievements, no matter how small. Each step you take strengthens your journey toward simplicity and a lighter mindset. With each positive shift, you foster a more harmonious relationship with your environment and yourself. For further strategies and inspiration on maintaining a fulfilled, simplified life, be sure to subscribe to my channel, Timeless Simplicity. Together, we can explore the beauty of cultivating habits that enrich our minds, guiding us toward a fulfilling existence, steeped in intention and ease. Chapter 9. Aligning Thoughts with True Freedom. Aligning thoughts with true freedom involves consciously directing our mental energy toward beliefs and ideas that foster a sense of liberation rather than constraint. At its core, this concept encourages us to reflect on how our thoughts shape our reality and influences our decisions. By understanding that our internal dialogue can either empower us or keep us trapped, we can make more intentional choices that lead to a deeper sense of freedom in our lives. True freedom is not just the absence of external constraints, but also the presence of a liberated mind that nurtures growth, creativity, and authenticity. To better illustrate this idea, imagine a bird in a cage. While the cage itself provides physical safety, it also confines the bird's natural instinct to soar. Now consider the moment when the door of the cage opens. The bird must still have the belief and courage to fly out. This analogy underscores the importance of mental alignment with freedom. That decision to leave the cage, symbolizing outdated beliefs or fears, requires the courage to embrace the unknown. Scientific studies in cognitive psychology elucidate this principle. Research by Dr. Carol Dweck on growth mindsets shows that people who believe their abilities can grow and change are more likely to achieve success. Their thoughts align with the notion that freedom comes from the willingness to embrace challenges and learn from them, rather than remaining confined within self-imposed limits. Successful individuals throughout history have demonstrated the profound impact of aligning their thoughts with freedom. Consider the inspiring story of Maya Angelou, a powerful voice in literature and social justice. Despite facing considerable adversities and constraints throughout her life, Angelou cultivated an unyielding belief in her right to express herself and succeed. By challenging negative thoughts and societal limitations, she transformed her experiences into written masterpieces that resonated with millions. Her journey illustrates that true freedom begins within and is fortified by a mindset grounded in resilience and purpose. One actionable step to align your thoughts with true freedom is to practice daily affirmations focused on self-empowerment. Create statements that resonate with your desire for freedom, such as, "I am capable of overcoming challenges," or "Every day I take steps toward my dreams." By repeating these affirmations, you actively counteract negative self-perceptions and reinforce a liberating mindset. Over time, this practice can foster a deep sense of hope and inspiration within you, paving the way for a more courageous, adventurous life. Additionally, consider integrating a gratitude practice into your routine. Each day, spend a few moments reflecting on the things you appreciate in your life. Acknowledging the abundance around you shifts your thought patterns from scarcity to appreciation. For example, when you focus on the beauty of a sunset or the support of loved ones, you cultivate a mindset that celebrates freedom rather than dwelling on limitations. This practice not only enhances your emotional well-being, but also bolsters your internal dialogue, fostering a liberated mindset. As you explore the journey of aligning your thoughts with true freedom, remember that this process is a practice, not a destination. Each positive thought nurtures the possibility of embracing life more openly and authentically. By committing to this shift, you allow the door to your mental cage to open wider, inviting the light of potential to shine through. Acknowledge and celebrate this journey. Every small movement towards a liberated mindset helps to define your path toward a fulfilling existence, grounded in freedom, clarity, and purpose. To align your thoughts with true freedom, consider implementing a practice of mindful awareness in your daily life. Dedicate a few moments each morning to sit in silence, focusing on your breath. As thoughts arise, observe them without attaching any judgment or emotion. This practice fosters a sense of clarity about which thoughts serve you and which may hinder your progress. By cultivating this awareness, you create the mental space needed to discern negative beliefs and replace them with empowering affirmations that promote freedom and growth. Another practical exercise involves visualizing your ideal future. Each week, set aside time to paint a vivid picture in your mind of what a liberated life looks like for you. Think about how it feels to live without fears or self-imposed limitations. Capture the emotions associated with success, joy, and fulfillment as you envision it. For example, if you aspire to change careers, visualize yourself not only in your dream job, but also enjoying the journey toward that new path. As you consistently practice this visualization, you reinforce the belief that you can achieve freedom in your life. Consider the story of Emma, a marketing professional who felt trapped in a job that didn't fulfill her passion. By incorporating these techniques, she began reframing her thoughts, acknowledging her dreams each morning with affirmations such as, "I am worthy of pursuing my passions." The visualization of her ideal career shifted her mindset, empowering her to take actionable steps toward a career transition. Through incremental changes like updating her resume and networking, Emma found herself moving closer to her goals, demonstrating how aligning thoughts with freedom fosters tangible outcomes. As you embark on aligning your thoughts with true freedom, reflect on how each small step contributes to a larger journey of self-liberation. Celebrating these milestones nurtures the belief that you can create positive changes in your life. For further insights and encouragement on your path to intentional living, subscribe to my channel, Timeless Simplicity. Let's explore together the incredible power that comes from cultivating a mindset of freedom, where you are empowered to embrace every moment with clarity, confidence, and joy. Chapter 10. Embracing Simplicity in Decision-Making. Embracing simplicity in decision-making involves streamlining the process of making choices so that you can act with intention and clarity. In a fast-paced world filled with endless options and noise, decision fatigue can drain our mental energy and sap our motivation. By reducing complexity, we can train ourselves to make decisions that resonate with our core values and aspirations. The essence of this concept lies in recognizing that not every choice needs to be complicated. Sometimes, simplicity leads to the most effective solutions and the greatest sense of fulfillment in our lives. To grasp the power of simplified decision-making, think of a chef preparing a gourmet meal. Instead of loading their dish with a plethora of ingredients, a skilled chef knows that sometimes the most flavorful outcomes result from a few quality components thoughtfully combined. This approach illustrates the principle that clarity and focus can amplify desired results. Research supports this idea, with findings showing that people are more satisfied with their choices and more likely to stick with them when faced with fewer options. A study led by psychologists at Stanford University revealed that individuals who were given a smaller set of choices reported greater decision-making confidence and satisfaction compared to those overwhelmed by a larger array of choices. Successful individuals often employ strategies that embody the art of simplicity in their decision-making. Consider the example of Warren Buffett, one of the most successful investors in history. Buffett adheres to a philosophy he describes as less is more. He carefully considers his investments based on a set of principles and values, rather than trying to chase every opportunity that arises. By maintaining focus on a few key areas and evaluating potential investments through a simplified lens, he has cultivated substantial success and security. This alignment with one's core strengths and values reveals how simplicity can lead to more impactful choices. One effective technique for embracing simplicity in decision-making is to establish a clear set of personal values that act as guiding principles. Take some time to identify what matters most to you, whether it is family, health, career, or creativity, and write these down. Having a defined set of values enables you to evaluate decisions through that lens. For example, if health is a priority, choose options that enhance your well-being when confronted with lifestyle choices. Another practical method is to adopt the 2-minute rule in everyday decision-making. If a choice or task takes less than 2 minutes to resolve, handle it immediately. This practice not only clears small tasks from your mind, but also fosters a quicker decision-making process that prevents unnecessary overthinking. Reflecting on your experience, you may remember how it took hours to decide on a simple dinner option, while a quick decision always allows you to move on and enjoy the moment. As you begin to implement these techniques, approach each decision with an open heart, recognizing that simplicity fosters mental clarity and reduces overwhelm. Embracing this approach to decision-making can transform the way you navigate life, allowing you to cultivate a sense of ease and confidence in the choices you make. Each step towards simplifying decisions brings you closer to a life aligned with your values, leading to harmony and fulfillment. Remember, the act of simplifying choices isn't just about avoiding complications. It's about empowering yourself to lead a more intentional life, enriched by clarity and purpose. To embrace simplicity in decision-making, begin by establishing a daily practice of reflection. Each morning, take a few minutes to tune into your intentions for the day. Consider what decisions you may face and how they align with your core values. By grounding your choices in this awareness, you empower yourself to navigate the day with purpose. This intentionality cultivates a mindset that reduces the overwhelming clutter often associated with decision-making, compressing complex choices into clear, value-driven actions. Another effective technique is to create a decision matrix for significant choices you encounter. This involves listing the options you're considering and then assessing them against criteria that reflect your values. For example, when choosing between job offers, you may evaluate them based on criteria such as personal growth, company culture, and work-life balance. This structured approach helps you clarify your priorities and empowers you to make informed decisions, leading to greater satisfaction in the choices you ultimately make. Consider the experience of Laura, who faced the daunting task of choosing between multiple job offers after college. Instead of feeling overwhelmed, she adopted a reflective morning routine, setting intentions about what she desired in her career path. She crafted a simple decision matrix to evaluate her options systematically. In doing so, she discovered that aligning each offer with her personal values and long-term goals lightened her mental load and led her directly to the role that felt right for her. As you embark on simplifying your decision-making process, remember to allow flexibility for experimentation. Not every decision will yield the intended result, and that's perfectly okay. Instead of viewing choices as final steps, see them as opportunities for growth and learning. Each choice refines your understanding of what resonates deeply with you, guiding you closer to a fulfilling life. For more insights and inspiration on leading a simpler life grounded in intentional decision-making, subscribe to my channel, Timeless Simplicity. Together we can explore how embracing simplicity in our choices leads to a more empowered and joyful existence, allowing clarity and purpose to guide our paths. Chapter 11. Designing a Life of Mental Clarity. Designing a life of mental clarity involves intentionally creating an environment and mindset that fosters focus, peace, and purposeful living. This concept emphasizes that the state of our minds is deeply influenced by our surrounding environment and the choices we make daily. By nurturing an intentional lifestyle, we can clear the noise that often clouds our judgment and disrupts our peace of mind. This holistic approach saves mental energy for what truly matters, allowing us to engage fully with our passions and responsibilities, ultimately leading to a richer and more fulfilling experience of life. Imagine your mind as a garden. If neglected, it can become overrun with weeds, choking the beautiful plants that you desire to cultivate. However, when you take the time to thoughtfully tend to your garden, removing the weeds, ensuring quality soil, and nurturing your plants, you create an environment where growth is not only possible, but thrives. This analogy illustrates how creating mental clarity requires consistent effort and care. Research in environmental psychology reinforces this notion, indicating that a cluttered physical environment contributes to a cluttered mind. A study published in the Personality and Social Psychology Bulletin found that individuals who described their homes as cluttered reported higher stress levels and lower productivity. This correlation serves as a reminder of the impact our spaces have on our mental states. Numerous successful individuals exemplify how designing a life rooted in mental clarity produces remarkable benefits. Timothy Ferriss, an author and entrepreneur, has emphasized the practice of minimalism in his daily life. He purposefully structures his environment, from simplifying his workspace to limiting distractions, allowing him to focus on high-impact decisions. Ferriss advocates for finding the 80-20 rule in one's life, where 80% of results come from 20% of input. By focusing on what truly matters, Ferriss designs his experience around clarity and efficiency, leading to profound personal and professional success. To start designing your own life of mental clarity, begin by simplifying your environment. Assess your physical space and identify items that no longer serve you. Dedicate time to declutter your surroundings, whether it's a single drawer or an entire room. As you create space, consider how this physical act can impact your mental state. You may discover that letting go of unnecessary belongings clears not only your surroundings but also your mind, allowing room for new insights and clarity. Another effective technique is to dedicate time each day to mindfulness practices. Whether through meditation, yoga, or simply quiet reflection, engaging in mindfulness can significantly enhance mental clarity. An example is drawing on the perennial practice of mindfulness attributed to various cultures. By establishing a dedicated time each day for mindfulness, you strengthen your ability to remain present and reduce anxiety about future uncertainties. This consistent practice trains your mind to refocus from everyday distractions, encouraging a healthier interaction with your thoughts and emotions. As you move toward designing a life surrounded by clarity, realize that each small change contributes to the greater goal of mental freedom. Be patient with yourself during this journey, and recognize that clarity does not intend to accentuate perfectionism. Instead, it allows for a richer appreciation of those moments that make life beautiful. You are paving the way for deeper engagement with your passions, fostering a sense of purpose that cultivates both joy and fulfillment. To cultivate a life of mental clarity, begin by establishing a daily routine that prioritizes stillness. Dedicate time each morning to contemplate your intentions for the day ahead. This might involve sitting quietly with your thoughts or writing in a journal. As you reflect on your goals, think about what you want to achieve and how you can remain aligned with your core values throughout your activities. With intention guiding your day, you'll lay the groundwork for clearer decisions and a more focused mindset. Another effective method is the practice of digital decluttering. In our hyper-connected world, the constant barrage of notifications and information can create significant mental clutter. Set aside time each week to evaluate your digital environment. Clear out unnecessary emails, unfollow social media accounts that don't inspire you, and limit screen time before bed. For instance, when Jane decided to implement a digital detox on weekends, she found herself feeling rejuvenated and more present in her interactions. This newfound clarity allowed her to engage fully with her loved ones, enhancing her relationships and promoting a sense of mental space that helped her recharge. Additionally, mindfulness practices can significantly enhance mental clarity. Spend a few minutes each day engaging in activities that promote mindfulness, such as deep breathing exercises, meditation, or mindful walking. For example, Michael, a busy professional, incorporated mindful walking into his lunch breaks. As he focused on the rhythm of his breath and the sensations of each step, Michael observed a reduction in stress and an increase in mental clarity when he returned to work. Each step taken mindfully served as a reminder to reconnect with the present moment and let go of distractions. Implementing these strategies doesn't require drastic changes. Rather, it's about making small adjustments that lead to significant transformations in your mental landscape. The goal is to create an environment, both physically and mentally, that fosters clarity. As you embark on this journey toward greater mental clarity, I encourage you to subscribe to my channel, Timeless Simplicity, where we explore more ways to embrace simplicity in your life. Together, we can cultivate habits that enhance your well-being and empower your journey toward a clearer, more peaceful existence. Chapter 12: The Path to Effortless Transformation. The path to effortless transformation embraces the idea that meaningful changes can unfold naturally through a commitment to simplicity and intentional living. In straightforward terms, this concept highlights that when we streamline our lives and align our actions with our core values, we create space for authentic growth without the struggle often associated with change. Effortless transformation does not imply that the journey is without challenges. Instead, it signifies that by focusing on simplicity, we can navigate these challenges with increased ease and clarity. To grasp the power of this principle, consider the analogy of a river flowing gently through a landscape. The river encounters obstacles in the form of rocks and fallen trees, but rather than struggling aggressively against them, it finds ways to flow around them. Over time, this steady and graceful navigation shapes the landscape, creating new paths and opportunities. This imagery represents how we can approach transformation in our own lives. By adapting to circumstances rather than resisting them, we allow ourselves to explore new possibilities and experiences. Research in behavioral psychology supports this perspective, showcasing how a growth mindset, where challenges are seen as opportunities for learning, can lead to enhanced resilience and creative problem-solving. Studies by psychologist Carol Dweck demonstrate that people with a growth mindset are more likely to embrace change positively, resulting in personal and professional development. Numerous successful individuals exemplify this path to effortless transformation. Consider Oprah Winfrey, who transformed her life starting from a difficult childhood filled with adversity. Through her commitment to personal growth and embracing simplicity in her journey, whether by focusing on meaningful relationships or nurturing her passions, she has shaped her life and inspired millions along the way. Winfrey emphasizes the importance of aligning actions with core values, suggesting that doing so fosters an environment for authentic transformation. To embark on your own path toward effortless transformation, begin by reflecting on your values and the changes you desire. Take time to understand what truly matters to you, whether it's enhancing relationships, pursuing a passion, or improving physical health. Once you pinpoint your values, align your daily actions toward these goals. For example, if health is a priority, consider making small adjustments to your routine, such as swapping out processed snacks for whole foods. Gradually, these small choices add up, leading to significant changes in your overall well-being without overwhelming you. Another technique to promote effortless transformation is to cultivate mindfulness in your daily activities. Incorporating mindfulness practices allows you to develop greater awareness of your thoughts and behaviors. When immersed in mindful moments, whether through meditation, deep breathing, or mindful eating, you become more attuned to how your choices align with your values. For instance, during a meal, savoring each bite mindfully helps reinforce a connection with healthy eating, fostering an appreciation for nourishment rather than merely consuming food out of habit. As you continue this journey toward effortless transformation, it's essential to embrace the idea that progress often unfolds gradually. Celebrate the small victories, recognizing that transformation does not always require dramatic shifts but can manifest in subtle yet impactful ways. Your life is a journey of discovery, and each conscious choice, aligned with simplicity and your core values, paves the way for lasting change. For continued insights on embracing simplicity and transformation, I encourage you to subscribe to my channel, Timeless Simplicity, where we can explore this enriching path together. Together, we will navigate the process of cultivating a life that reflects your deepest aspirations, leading to authentic joy and fulfillment. To cultivate effortless transformation in your daily life, start by incorporating a practice of gratitude. Each day, set aside a few minutes to write down 3 things you appreciate in your life at that moment. This simple yet powerful exercise shifts your focus from what may be lacking to recognizing the abundance already present, which can inspire a deeper sense of hope and motivation for change. When you consciously direct your attention to aspects of life for which you are grateful, you create a positive framework that encourages transformation to unfold naturally. Another effective technique is to adopt a one small step approach toward your goals. Rather than feeling overwhelmed by large aspirations, break them into manageable, achievable tasks. For instance, if your goal is to get fit, instead of committing to an hour at the gym each day, start with 10 minutes of exercise daily. Whether that's a short walk, a few stretches, or even dancing to your favorite song, begin small. This approach not only makes the process less daunting, but also builds confidence as you celebrate these easier victories. Consider the experience of Ethan, who wanted to write a book. By committing to write just 1 paragraph a day, he gradually completed chapters and eventually finished his manuscript focused and encouraged, proving that small actions can lead to significant outcomes. Mindfulness practices also play a crucial role in facilitating effortless transformation. By incorporating mindfulness into your daily routine, you enhance your awareness of thoughts and emotions, allowing you to respond to situations with greater clarity and composure. Try dedicating a few minutes each day to mindful breathing or meditation. During these moments, observe your breath and gently bring your attention back whenever distractions arise. For example, Mia found that taking a 5-minute break to focus solely on her breath during her workday helped her regain focus, leading to improved productivity and reduced stress. As you implement these techniques, remember to be gentle with yourself. Embracing transformation is a journey that unfolds at your own pace. Acknowledge each small step and celebrate the progress you make, fostering an attitude of compassion toward your growth. With each action rooted in simplicity and intention, you cultivate a pathway for authentic change in your life. For more insights on nurturing effortless transformation and living intentionally, subscribe to my channel, Timeless Simplicity. Together, we can explore the enriching possibilities that arise when we commit to meaningful change, steering your steps toward a more fulfilled and purpose-driven life. In conclusion, embracing simplicity in your life paves the way for clarity, purpose, and profound transformation. By aligning your thoughts, refining your decision-making, and cultivating mindful habits, you create an environment where authentic growth flourishes. Remember that each small step you take towards simplification leads to greater freedom and fulfillment. Now, take the knowledge you've gained and begin implementing it in your daily life. Your journey to effortless transformation starts today. If you found this chapter valuable, please like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, Timeless Simplicity, to continue exploring ways to enrich your life.